All right, so it's Jakob here. I'm going to do a tribes draft. Got 5 seconds left before we start. We got 6 players, which is great. Means everybody's going to be playing every round. Hopefully, I'll be able to share a little bit about what I like to draft. The thing about tribes is removal is at a premium. There's not, well, there is some great removal, but a lot of it is rare cards. Some of the best removal I'll be looking for things like Smack, things like Grown Whelp, um, Spilled Vial. And then if we get lucky, we'll get something like a Woeful Misery. We'll see what happens though. All right, so Burst of Wisdom is a really nice card, but with Smack on the board, of course, we're not going to take Burst of Wisdom, but we'll hope that that wheels back around to us because what it allows you to do is get your spells back into your deck. So something like Smack will come back to you. Landslide, we certainly don't need that. This is interesting. I could go Holy right here with a squad commander on the board. Obviously, we're not going to take the landslide. I just don't like to lock myself into one certain strategy. The Fury Igniter is really nice, but to my mind, the best card here is the Warrior Remnants. So that's what we're going to take. Let's see. The Brash Conscript is nice. Someone's going to get a nice Holy deck out of here. But I prefer the Knowledge Seeker. So that is what I will take. The Knowledge Seeker, if you can get it going, just allows you to get card advantage, which in a CCG, that's what it's all about. If you can get card advantage, you can probably win. So I really like Dragon Scowl. I'm kind of been thinking about Smite the Cowardly recently. Judgment Staff, there's just not that many times that this is going to work in this format. So for me, Dragon Scowl is the way to go. A couple good things here. Leaning towards the Martial Expert. Also, kind of like the Tipsy Instigator. But I like how you can switch this guy's health and hearts. You know, you put him out, you put him into defend. It's pretty nice. Okay, I'll take the Billowing Smoke. The nice thing here, it's an element. So that allows you to combo with things like Dying Flames. Nothing really exciting here. Nuts and bolts can sometimes be good, so we'll take it. That's a risky play, though. Definitely take the bar fight. Bar fight is an awesome card, but of course you need the dwarves to make it work, so we'll be looking for some tipsy instigators at this point. And prosperity is probably not the right thing, so we'll go. I mean, neither of these really matter. Boulder's okay, it can sometimes work. Alright, some really great stuff here. I love the Dragon Caller's Rod, but you need other dragons. The Frightwing Drake is just a beast. Spilled Vial, of course, is good. Warrior Remnants is good. Dragon Scowl is good. So if I were to rank these, the Drake is 1, Spilled Vial is 2, Remnants is 3, Dragon Scowl is 4. Depending on what other dragon cards you have, the Dragon Caller's Rod could be good. I expect that Dragon Caller's Rod to come back around to me. I'd love to pick up that exchange, but I can't pick it up until I already have some Spilled Vials. So we're going to go with the Spilled Vial. The nice thing about exchange, it switches all status effects with the opposing creature. Woodchopper's good, Spilled Vial is good, and so is the Knowledge Seeker, but the Spilled Vial is the way to go here. I got to pick up a couple of those while we have the chance. So with Spilled Vial, you can poison a creature. Of course, it poisons your own too. We're going to take Flutter Wisp here. Although I do have Bar Fight, but I don't like Dwarven Brigade all that well, so Flutter Wisp is the way to go. Flutter Wisp is also going to get my Spilled Vials back. Oh, here we go. Exchange. Now we're really doing good. So you play Spilled Vial. It poisons your creature, your opposing creature. Then you move your creature that's poisoned in front of, one of their creatures that's buffed or something like that, and you play exchange. It's just a really nice combo. then your creature's not poisoned anymore. It's buffed instead, and they're left with 2 poisoned creatures. It's crazy strong. I'll take another exchange if I can get it. Nothing here looks interesting. I can't remember what this does. If you control a fairy creature, nothing exciting there. We'll take the giant, I guess, although I don't expect to play it. We're just getting trash at this point. More trash. Take the Mind Twister. Oh, disassemble. That's a nice sideboard card. Somebody pulls an Epic Battle Axe or something crazy like that. Okay, great stuff here. I like the Bolt Blaze, the Inefficient Contraption, even Lavish Blessing can be nice, but Spilled Vial's good. Smack on the board, gotta take that. Removal's looking really nice at this point for me. I've got 2 smacks, I've got 2 Spilled Vials, and I've got an exchange, so I'm in great shape. I'd like to get some good creatures here, and the Looming Dread is a great way to do that. The Flesh Seeker is also nice, so is the Ward Rogue. Ranger of the Ridge isn't bad. The Looming Dread is the clear play here. With Looming Dread, you get a 1/3 creature for 2, but effectively it's a 2/3 creature for 2, because if your opponent doesn't block it, it's a card that basically forces your opponent to do something with. Dryad of the Watch is nice. Oh, Exchange is so nice. The Warrior Remnants is good. I'm not sure I can really pass up the Warrior Remnants for the exchange here. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. Oh gosh, I'd love to get that exchange. And I don't know what on earth Smack is doing as a pick still on the board here. That's ridiculous, but we'll take that. 3 smacks. This is going to be an easy win for me. At this point, 2/3 of halfway through pack 3, I'm fully expecting to win this tournament. There's the other exchange I'd like. Drifting Haunt is not a good card. This is only going to be good in something like an attack deck. Here's a Warrior Remnants. We'll take that. An attack deck versus AI. Maybe versus like a Dreadful Return type of deck that's gonna is gonna pull out a Goog or something like that. I'll take the Spilled Vial over the Dragon Statue, even though I do like Dragon Statue. So at this point, all that is really left for me to do is grab some good creatures. The Abetter is not a good creature, but that's okay. We'll pick it up. I guess I could do it in a pinch if I can't get any good creatures. The Curse Giver's nice. The Bolt Blaze is nice. The Barmaid is okay. Pride. Let me look at this. Each creature has +1 for each other creature that shares a creature subtype with it. So I've got 3 Warrior Remnants. Other than that, I don't have a lot that necessarily shares subtypes. I don't know how I feel about really letting it go, but I do like the Bolt Blaze. I love that Curse Giver too. Bolt Blaze is what I'm going to go for, though. Well, I don't really have the dragons to support the Dragon Worshipper, but it's such a nice card. Scowl is okay too. I guess I'm going to pick up the Scowl. Alright, so we're going to take the Zombie Hunter here, the Flesh Seeker, because the Warrior Remnants, when they die, what happens? Is it okay? It's undead, so it doesn't matter if it's zombie or not. I'm just talking about the buff that you get. So here, there's nothing really that I like. So what I'm going to do is make a pick to keep something from somebody else. Ice Ring can be good. I don't think I'm going to be playing it though, whereas I potentially could play a Creeping Horror. Oh, this is easy. We'll take the inefficient contraption every day over the obstruct from the mist. I do like obstruct from the mist. I like it better than what most people seem to like it, but inefficient contraption, that's a nice 3-drop. 3 for 3. You know, I'm sure it has a random potential penalty, but not a big deal. Millmore is pretty good, but you need to have a dedicated mill strategy. I think I'd rather get that Dwarven Brigade. And ancient creatures, I don't know that I have many ancient creatures. I think I'd rather get another disassemble. And we'll take the Wandering Giant here. So I've got a couple Wandering Giants in case I'm hurting for creatures. Okay, so this is a no-brainer. You take the command creature. Just one of the best cards in the game. So I've got a couple element creatures. I've got the Bolt Blaze. I think I've got a Billowing Smoke, which means the Dying Flame is the way to go here. If I'm lucky, I'll get another element creature in this pack somewhere. Nothing really great here. I'm not excited about any of these. I'm not a fan of Disable. I've got other removals, so I'm going to take the Learning Construct. So here I've got a choice between my third exchange or a Knowledge Seeker. I don't think I need another exchange, so I'm going to take the Knowledge Seeker. I love the Flutter Wisp, but the Dying Flames is the way to go here. It's shaping up to be a really nice draft. I didn't get any Grown Whelps, but I really think it's going to be okay this time around. If you're unfamiliar with tribes, Grown Whelp is about as powerful as it gets. Take the Tipsy Instigator. That might just give me the dwarf cards I need to run the bar fight, but it might not as well. So Dominate the Skies is not really worth playing for me because I just don't have the dragon creatures this time. Taking a bunch of these stupid Wandering Giants, but you never know. With all the removal I have, the Wandering Giant might actually become a pretty solid play. I'm not sure if I'm going to run them or not. I got to see what kind of creatures I've got. Ceasefire, what a great sideboard card for a last pick. Surprised that made it. Okay, we'll take the Bolt Blaze, Instigator, the Wisp, Looming Dread. We'll skip the Conscript for now. Let's get the Flames and the Contraption. We'll get the Knowledge Seekers, all the Warrior Remnants. We'll get the Billowing Smoke, Martial Expert. I'm going to skip the Dwarven Brigade for the moment. We'll take the Scowls, the Vials, the Exchanges, and the Smacks. And the Command Creature. Bar Fight, I just don't have enough dwarves to justify it. The Instigator is really only there if you don't have the other good removal, so that's going to come out now. I'm sitting at 26. I like my creature to spell ratio. I don't have any super powerful creatures, but I don't think I'm going to need it. And I don't see anything else that I really want that badly. The Flutter Wisp could potentially come out here. Since I'm running the Dragon Scowls and the Exchanges, that's going to mean I have very little control over what that Flutter Wisp gets me back. So I'm going to take that out. And that leaves me with 25. Very solid looking deck. What makes this so solid is the removal that I have. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that function as removal. And then I have the Bolt Blaze, which in a pinch can be removal as well. Just a great draft. So that's the draft. I think we've got a winning deck here, and I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and we'll pick it up in the next round.